Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today we will discuss a bacterial zoonotic disease known as leptospirosis. Leptospirosis is essentially an animal infection caused by several serotypes of Leptospira, and it is sometimes transmitted to man under certain environmental conditions. These conditions we will discuss in the coming slides. The disease manifestations, they are many and varied, ranging in severity from a mild febrile illness to severe and sometimes fatal disease with liver and kidney involvement. Leptospirosis is considered to be the most widespread of the disease transmissible from animal to man. It has high prevalence in warm, humid tropical countries. Outbreaks of this disease mostly occur as a result of heavy rainfall and consequent flooding. The global burden of this disease is unknown. However, according to an estimate, approximately 500,000 cases of leptospirosis they occur worldwide each year. The incidence in some areas may be as high as 975 cases per lakh population. During the past decade, the occurrence of outbreaks has highlighted the strong links between the leptospirosis and extreme weather events, especially in India, Philippines, Thailand, and many other countries. Now we will discuss the epidemiological determinants of leptospirosis. First of all, we will discuss the agent factors. Agent Leptospira. They are thin, light, motile spirochetes with hooked ends. Only the strains of Leptospira interrogans they are pathogenic. At present, there are 23 different serogroups and 200 serovars they have been recognized from various countries of the world. They are serologically related with cross-reactivity. Source of infection. They are excreted in the urine of infected animals for a long time and often for an entire lifetime, especially in cases of rodents. Animal reservoir. It affects wild and domestic animals worldwide, especially rodents. Most domestic animals, including cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, horses, they may be infected through grazing in areas which are contaminated by the urine of carrier host. Pet animals, especially the dogs, may also be infected. Infection may spread from wild animals to domestic livestock and to humans. Rats and small rodents, they are the most important reservoirs. Host factors. Children, they acquire the infection from the dogs more frequently than the adults. Human infection is only accidental. Occupation plays a major role in leptospirosis transmission. Human infections, they are usually due to occupational exposure to the urine of infected animals, for example, agricultural and livestock farmers, workers in rice fields, sugarcane fields, and underground sewers, meat and animal handlers, etc. Leisure time activities such as swimming and fishing may also carry the risk. Immunity. A solid serover specific immunity follows the infection. Environmental factors. Leptospirosis infection is unique in that it is acquired through contact with an environment contaminated by urine and feces from the carrier animal or other infected animals. Leptospira, they are shed in the urine and they can survive for weeks in the soil and water. So the environmental contamination may reach high levels in areas where carrier where carrier animals they frequently urinate. The association of poor housing, limited water supply, inadequate method of waste disposal all combine to make the disease a significant risk for the poor population in both the urban areas and also in the rural areas. Now we will discuss the mode of transmission. There are three modes of transmission which are direct contact, indirect contact, and droplet infection. Direct contact. Leptospira, they can enter the body through skin abrasions or through intact mucous membranes by direct contact with the urine or tissue of the infected animal. Indirect contact. Indirect contact through the contact of the broken skin with soil, water or vegetation which are contaminated by the urine of infected animals or through ingestion of food or water which are contaminated with leptospira. Droplet infection. Infection may also occur through inhalation as one milking the infected cows or goats by breathing the air polluted with droplets of urine. Direct man-to-man infection is rare. Incubation period of the disease is usually 10 days with a range of 4 to 20 days. Now we will discuss the clinical features of leptospirosis. In leptospirosis, some patients they do not progress to severe disease, while others they rapidly develop the severe disease. In leptospirosis, there are two phases, septicemic phase and immune phase. And in between the two phases, there is interphase in which there is a symptom improvement. The symptoms of this disease include high-grade fever, headache, myalgia, especially the calf tenderness, conjunctival suffusion, maculopapular rash, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea. After this septicemic phase, symptoms improve and this leads to immune phase in which there is appearance of antibodies. Few complications they do arise which include aseptic meningitis, Wells disease in which there is renal and hepatic dysfunction, pulmonary hemorrhage, acute respiratory distress syndrome, shock and multi-organ failure. This slide is also showing you the signs and symptoms of leptospirosis of both the acute phase and the complications of immune phase. Again, in acute phase, there is fever, headache, conjunctival suffusion, jaundice, photophobia, cough, and few other symptoms. While in immune phase, there is lungs bleeding, myocarditis, liver failure, stomach bleeding, kidney failure, and few other complications. Diagnosis. Because of the wide spectrum of signs and symptoms, it is not possible to diagnose the leptospirosis with certainty on clinical grounds alone. Diagnosis is made by isolation of leptospirosis from the blood during the acute illness and from urine after the first week. Diagnosis is usually made by means of serological tests, agglutination test, indirect hemagglutination, immunofluorescence antibody, and ELISA tests. They are available for the diagnosis of leptospirosis. IgM ELISA is particularly useful in making an early diagnosis as it is positive as early as 2 days into illness. Leptodipstick test is also available now. Control measures of leptospirosis includes antibiotics, environmental measures, and vaccination. Antibiotics. Penicillin is the drug of choice, but but other antibiotics, they are also effective. These include tetracycline and doxycycline. The dosage of penicillin is 6 million units daily intravenously. Environmental measures, they are very important. These include preventing exposure to potentially contaminated water, reducing the contamination by rodent control, and protection of workers who are working in hazardous occupation. Measures should be taken to control the rodents, proper disposal of waste, and health education. Dear students, now we will discuss the vaccination. Immunization of farmers and pets prevents disease. In some countries, for example in Italy, Russia and China, where certain occupations carry a high risk of infection, vaccines they are available. It is important that they should incorporate the strains of the serotypes that predominate in that particular area, since immunity to one type of Leptospira may not protect against infection by another type of Leptospira. This concludes our today's lecture. Thank you very much.